Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been an age since I have last posted a video, but it's been so busy here at Origin with many weddings, which is fabulous because the fields are full of flowers and full of colour at the minute. It's all so beautiful, and all our flowers are getting to be used in these beautiful weddings. And I was thinking about what video to do next, and loads of people actually asked me what all it takes to do a wedding. So I thought I would maybe show you a bit of behind the scenes prep, getting ready for one. So we had a really lovely wedding at the start of July this year, which was actually on a Monday. So I spent the weekend getting ready for the wedding, and my cameraman got some behind the scenes shots. So we'll take a look at that, and I will let you know the process that goes into it. Choosing the wedding flowers is actually one of my favourite parts of the job. I love just walking about and seeing what colours to choose, what's looking the best, what the bride and groom would like. And whenever the field is full of dahlias, you could hardly beat it. It's absolutely beautiful. First thing I do is get all the water into my vessels for harvesting, get some nice, clean, sharp secateurs or scissors. You'll see here that I'm harvesting the flowers, but I'm also just taking off all the foliage and cutting it off at the time, so whenever I take that back into my studio that I'm not having to do that at that point. And obviously then we will compost all of that foliage, and then that will go into next year's flowers as our compost. This was a gorgeous evening. Our July, I don't know what it's been like with you, but our July has been basically constant rain. So this was a real treat, being able to be out in the sunshine harvesting flowers on a glorious evening. So we started off with the dahlia patch, looking for ones that are in perfect condition and that are the right colours. So I don't know if you can see here, but I'm actually cutting really far down. So even though I can see that there's maybe other buds that could come out, I'm still going to cut right almost to the ground actually, but a wee bit further up above a set of leaves. And then that means there will be loads more flowers that will come, even though I know it looks like I'm sacrificing some buds. Although when it comes to a wedding, I actually love to use all the buds in buttonholes and in bud vases. And now you can see that I'm onto the Ami. This has been one of my favourite fillers this year. It's gorgeous in a wedding. It's so fluffy, so airy, so breezy. It looks stunning on centerpieces. I have the cosmos and the sweet pea. The sweet pea is such vibrant colour as well. And I love using sweet pea in a wedding because it adds that fragrance and it's really nostalgic. And brides just love it because it reminds them of gardens when they were young, and it just has a bit of lovely shape too. And then I went into the polytunnel to see what there would be available there, and the bees were all over everything. I almost felt bad taking any flowers out of the polytunnel, but that's what they're there for as well. So, and the bees have loads and loads of things that they can choose from around Origin. We always make that one of our top priorities. And I absolutely loved cutting this phlox. Look at this is the perennial phlox that comes back every year, and it's just fantastic. So white, so many petals on it. It's beautiful. And that colour combination I just fell in love with the wee dark scabiosa too, and all the different shades of dahlias, and the wee pop of the new baby dahlia, that's that little tiny orange one. I love using it, it just adds so much. And it always amazes me how long it takes to harvest the flowers. It actually takes hours and hours and hours, and that's why now you'll see that the sun's setting. So the race is on. At this time of year it's not quite so bad because at least the sun is setting about 10 o'clock, but come September it gets harder and harder to get everything done at the right time, because I need all these flowers harvested the night before so that they will drink loads of water and be really well hydrated for the next day when I go to arrange them all. There you go, that's me for one day. Early the next morning. Anytime I'm doing a wedding, I am up at sunrise. So that could be 4 a.m, 5 a.m, depending on the time of year. Never really later than 5 a.m, it's an early start. I love those drone shots. And the main thing on a wedding day for prep is to get your coffee in. I have 2 coffees in the morning. Gets me all prepared. Very important step. And as I'm sitting having my coffee, I'll get out my notes and go through exactly what all I have to do today. I will have pre-prepared my timeline. I will know exactly what all I have to make, and I will go through it systematically with all the flowers that are now nicely hydrated from the night before. Very, very important to ensure that they all get a really good drink, because for instance, the bridal bouquet will be out of water the whole time, so it needs to be really super, super hydrated. And this was another gorgeous morning. Nice to look back on this, it just was so stunning. I needed to get all my greens harvested now. We grow loads and loads of eucalyptus. So we do, it's very popular and I love it because it is actually evergreen. So it's there basically all year round. A few weeks it's maybe not just looking in tip-top condition, but the rest of the year it's fabulous. So it's used in wreaths and autumn time, Christmas time, spring. So it's fantastic. Always like a little tea break as well. This is one of my favourite things to do actually in a wedding. I just think it looks really, really highly impactful, is the bud vases along the tables. We use just different stems and put them all together. And here is some footage of the final bridal bouquet. I really love this bouquet. I thought it was gorgeous. The colours were really dainty and pure. I loved a bit of colour but not being like really, really intensely colourful. And there we go, working late at night. That is the thing about weddings, really you will be working from morning until night, long, long, long hours, because you can't do loads of things in advance. You have to do them really at the time because it's fresh product. And then the day of the wedding was actually wet, which was such a shame after having such a few nice days. And I'm up super early to get the van packed, get everything ready, because I have to do some setup on site. So I will actually just take buckets of flowers and do it there and then. So that's why you need to get to venues early. You need to do timelines, make sure you're all prepped with everything that you need, because there's no running out to the field if you think you're short of anything. I really actually love doing venue setups, so much fun to do. It just can be very intense, highly pressurized, because you're kind of lacking in time because you have a ceremony that you need to be ready for. The guests will be arriving earlier, so you're really, really working quite hard to get everything done. So there you go, that gives you an idea of the prep that goes into a wedding. And that was me off then to the venue to set up the flowers and do a little arch and everything, which actually looked really, really beautiful. So it did. Didn't actually film any of that this time, but I know that a lot of you are asking for maybe like the venue set up and things like that. So if that is something that you would like me to video, then let me know in the comments. Give me a like, give me a wee comment just to say yes. That would be something that would be really helpful, and then I will get my cameraman to come with me someday, and then we will get that recorded for you, because I have loads more beautiful weddings coming up very, very soon. So apologies in advance if my videos aren't coming out too regularly, but they will be worth it whenever they do. So here are some of the photographs that we got sent through. Absolutely beautiful. I was so pleased, as usually a few days after the wedding you do get like some photos, which is so nice, because then you can see how all your hard work has come and just looks the part at the end. Victoria, the bride, was so lovely, and she was so delighted with her flowers, and that just makes you so happy, because it's always nerve-wracking, you know, doing the flowers for a wedding for such someone's special occasion, but all turned out so beautifully. And the photographer Peter, I put his information down below so you can check him out if you are locally based. That might be really helpful because he's fabulous. And next time, hopefully, I will be able to show you some venue work as well. So don't forget to subscribe, and then that means you'll get notified whenever I put out my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.